My name is Lehigh Jordan Rodriguez, but some people call me Lee. I was born in Austin, Texas, becoming the youngest of 5 children. And when I was 5, my family decided to move to Allen, Texas, a town just north of Dallas. I grew up there, and although I was born in Austin, Allen truly felt like home. A few months ago, during the summer before my senior year, my parents and I decided to move back to Austin. And as you can imagine, it was a very difficult move. But even though I don't remember much about this city, I still feel like Austin has been a part of me all along.
We end up moving into the Dallas area, particularly Allen, Texas, north of Dallas. And the reason for that is because we have relatives north of us, south of us, west of us, and east of us. And Allen became the center for all those, families. So we decided to move for that reason, to be close to family.
And every time there's a change, I'm really excited to make new friends, and I try to teach my children from the very beginning, and that applies to Lehigh. Always be open-minded, be friendly, do your part to create friends. Don't always expect people to be nice to you. You be nice to them first. And usually if you're nice to others, you get that back.
If I could describe Lehigh, it'd probably be energetic, and a very energetic and outgoing person with a great sense of humor.
I would say Lehigh is very outgoing. One thing about Lehigh is that he can be friends with anyone.
Lehigh is a really nice guy. He's just someone who is very unjudgmental.
Allen was a great community. It was a newer community, young families, great schools. We found this house, which is a huge home, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, next to a wonderful park.
We were very fortunate to buy a house right next to Celebration Park in Allen.
I feel like Allen just has a really good community and that a lot of other places don't have.
But Allen is an exceptionally great community. Blue Ribbon Schools, football was huge in Allen. Andrew, our other son, was playing football there and wanted to finish. He actually did really good in football. He got quite a few scholarships. I think at one point he was the second best wide receiver for the state of Texas. And we wanted to pursue that a little bit further with him. Lehigh kind of followed into the shadow of his brother, and he felt all this pressure.
Our football program, Lehigh was in it, for example. I remember playing him in middle school, and he was like one of the up-and-coming dudes up there in Curtis Middle School. And he just kept rising through the ranks freshman year, sophomore year, junior year.
He was keeping up with Andrew really well for his age. I think he was a little bit of a better basketball player than Andrew was.
One of the other things he went through was an injury that happened months before during one of the practices in football. We didn't think, or he didn't even think it was that serious on his shoulder. Unfortunately, he still suffers pain with that and is still dealing with it, so on and off. He was a little more serious than we expected.
He was getting some playing time junior year, and he got hurt. It was a big milestone for him. He had to overcome that.
After that injury, we took him to the doctor, but it was never the same. For that reason and other reasons, decided to just probably forget a little bit about football for a while and just pursue his other passions in filming, and other things that he's good at. When one door closes, there are like 20 other doors that open for you. And we feel that's the case with him.
One of the things we were worried about was Lehigh, because we didn't want to create a move for him in the senior year. We know it's hard to move in your senior year, the last year, especially if you're attending Allen High School and you're in the Allen community.
We have 3 grandchildren to my older son, Jacob, and we miss those 3 grandchildren. Plus, his wife is expecting the 4th, and we wanted to be part of that experience as grandparents. Secondly, my daughter got an amazing job working for a doctor here in a dermatologist here in Central Texas. And she's our only daughter, and we wanted to be close to her. We started the business right here in Pflugerville, a family business, and we took that company to North Texas. We were very fortunate to grow dramatically there, and we ended up selling the business there in the Plano area, Plano, Texas area. And because of that, we had no reason to stay there. We have no more business there. In the Plano area, we represented 127 different insurance companies. We're planning on doing the same thing here in Central Texas. It's not like a brand new building. It's a house that is converted to an office, but we got kind of a decent sized lot. And we put a really nice signage and everything. We're remodeling the office right now, you know, and we expect to be working out of that office quite a bit. So the business, we anticipate, hopefully will be successful and will be okay. So the reason that we came back basically is because we reopened kind of the same line of business in Central Texas without getting in trouble with the business that we had in North Texas. And at the same time, we be close to our grandchildren and our two grown-up children, and now Lehigh is still with us.
It was not as easy as probably would be for us as adults, especially with his group of friends and everything, but he's very mature. Since he was growing up, he was always somebody very kind, very willing to listen, very accepting of changes, and we know he's very mature and able to cope with the challenges that this move will offer for him and for all of us as a family.
You always want to be close to your dear ones, you know, you always want to be close to the people that love you and that you love. So that's what we're trying to do. We try to be close to the people that we really love and they love us back. That circle of love becomes everything. And that's the main reason that Austin, I think, is a great place for us, because it's where the people that we love live now.